picture this scenario. You're lying awake at 3 in the morning, staring at the ceiling, and your mind is racing through every possible financial disaster that could strike your life tomorrow. On paper, you've done everything right. You went to a good school, landed a respectable corporate job, and you earn a salary that should make you comfortable. Your parents are proud and your friends think you've made it. But in the quiet of the night, you look at your bank account. And you realize you are one unexpected flat tire or medical bill away from total panic. You are locked inside a golden cage of your own design. Spoiler alert, you aren't crazy, and you aren't alone. You've just fallen into the most perfectly engineered middle-class trap of the modern era. We've normalized an entire societal system where people spend 40 years of their lives working grueling hours at jobs they might not even like, just to buy things they don't need, to impress people they don't particularly care about. We trade our peak physical energy and creative mental bandwidth for a shiny metal box parked in the driveway and a slightly larger kitchen with granite countertops. But the math behind this script is completely broken. My name is Nick, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, financial psychology, and why millions of hard-working professionals are quietly drowning in payments while earning salaries that should make them rich. If you've ever felt like your income goes up but your stress level stays exactly the same, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Today, we are going to break down the anatomy of middle-class captivity, why your safe lifestyle choices are keeping you broke, and the exact, step-by-step blueprint to reclaim your absolute freedom. Let's start with the uncomfortable mathematical reality that your bank and real estate agent pray you never calculate. Society hands you a very specific playbook the moment your career advances. Step 1. Buy a respectable family starter home. Step 2. Finance a modern, impressive truck or SUV. But let's run the real numbers on a $500,000 house, which has become the baseline in most major metro areas. If you put down 10%, which takes years of strict discipline to save, you are left with a $450,000 mortgage. At current interest rates, your principal and interest alone swallow roughly $2,850 a month. Now add the silent drains. Add property taxes of $500 a month. Add homeowners insurance that has skyrocketed across the country, another $300. Add private mortgage insurance, a literal poverty tax for not having 20% cash down, adding $300. Finally, budget $417 a month for ongoing home maintenance. Suddenly, your affordable home doesn't cost $2,850. It costs $4,367 every single month. Now, park a $60,000 truck in that driveway. Add an $800 car payment, $250 for insurance, and $250 for fuel. Before you've bought a single bag of groceries or turned on the lights, over $5,600 of your net monthly income has vanished. You are spending 70% of your life's labor just to service the debt required to look successful. Here is where the psychology becomes terrifying. When your fixed monthly commitments consume almost your entire professional paycheck, your brain enters what neuroscientists call survival mode. Every single daily choice becomes filtered through chronic fear, anxiety, and scarcity. Think about decision fatigue. Every single day, your mind makes thousands of micro-decisions. Should I buy the name brand cereal or the generic cardboard version? Is it safe to order a $20 lunch today, or will that break my weekly budget balance? Each of these minor calculations burns valuable mental energy in your prefrontal cortex. By the end of the day, your brain is completely exhausted from constantly performing survival-based calculations 50 times per day just to exist. You are technically an upper-middle-class high earner, yet your body carries the exact same elevated cortisol stress markers as someone living in systemic poverty. Under chronic cortisol exposure, your cognitive perspective physically shrinks. You become completely reactive, playing short-term defense instead of building a multi-generational legacy. To break this cycle, you must realize that true wealth is entirely invisible. Wealth is not the $70,000 truck in the driveway or the designer watch. Wealth is the money you did not spend. It is the investments quietly compounding in a brokerage account, and the absolute freedom to say no to toxic work environments. The escape starts by hitting a crucial psychological threshold, your first $20,000. Getting to $20,000 feels like pushing a heavy boulder up a steep mountain. It requires 19 months of painful discipline, saving $1,000 a month. But your second $20,000 doesn't take another 19 months, it only takes 17 months, because your existing money is now working alongside you. Once you scale past $400,000, your portfolio generates its next $20,000 in just 5 months automatically. Most importantly, $20,000 buys you walking away money. It resets your brain chemistry, drops your cortisol, and allows you to negotiate your career from a position of absolute strength. To systematically build this foundation, you must execute your investments in a strict, optimal sequence. Stop picking speculative stocks while carrying high-interest debt that is like picking out granite countertops while your foundation is sinking into quicksand. Step 1. Secure the bedrock. Build a $2,000 starter emergency fund immediately to insulate yourself from minor life emergencies. Step 2. Eradicate high-interest debt. Destroy every balance charging over 8% interest. Credit card debt is financial cancer. At a 22% average interest rate, paying it off gives you a guaranteed, tax-free 22% return, beating Warren Buffett's historical average. Step 3. Capture the free money. Contribute just enough to get your employer's 401k match. It is an immediate 100% return on day 1. Step 4. Maximize the IRA. Open an individual retirement account to escape corporate 401k management fees that eat your capital like termites in a wooden house. Step 5. Weaponize the HSA. Max out a health savings account for its triple tax advantage: tax-free contributions, tax-free growth, and tax-free withdrawals. Pay medical costs out of pocket, save receipts, and let it compound into a healthcare fortress. Step 6. Avoid tax drag. Only after maxing these accounts do you open taxable brokerage accounts, protecting your long-term returns from annual capital gains drag. Look, breaking away from the high-earner trap is uncomfortable. Your peers might judge your older car, and society will keep telling you to upgrade your lifestyle. But there is no trophy for looking wealthy while drowning in monthly payments. Choose math over culture. Build your $20,000 foundation first, keep your overhead aggressively low, and give yourself the ultimate luxury, options. The moment you prioritize cash flow over credit scores, everything changes. When you don't owe the bank your entire paycheck every single month, you stop reacting to corporate fear. You can push back on toxic hours, explore strategic career pivots, or take measured risks that actually double your income. Do not treat your initial savings buffer as a reward for good behavior. It is not a down payment for a brand new car or a luxury vacation. It is the untouchable foundation of your entire financial future. When you keep your fixed overhead low, your money finally gains the velocity required to compound autonomously. You stop pushing the rock uphill and let financial gravity pull your net worth forward. Start viewing your career and your income through the lens of longevity and freedom, rather than short-term social status. Build your foundation, guard your cash flow, and give yourself the ultimate luxury, time. Trust me, your future self will thank you for doing the boring stuff first. The numbers don't lie, even when society pretends they do. Choose reality, build your foundation, and take back control of your life starting today.